Welcome back. Today we have another day, another week.
Today we have another day.
The NFL. It is week 12. We're in the grit of it. But we have our final stretch. We're seeing the playoffs from here. The playoff picture's shaping out.
The Steen downfall is imminent.
It has to be coming soon, you'd think. We have our spread records down below. As you can see, last week, week 11, Nick, first off, we had our first 2-tie week last week with 2 pushes. So Nick went 5-5-2. Literally can't get more even than that. Mo went 6-4-2. And I went 3-7-2.
God damn it.
I don't understand. I do not understand. But Mo now goes to 70-49-5. I'm 61-58-5, and Nick is 55-52-5. Nick's
positive.
also 1 week behind though. So, but we all are positive. Sexy, on the other hand, if we go back to his spread, is 38-48-2. So he's the one negative we do have. Sexy Sharps.
Reason he's not here.
Sexy was not so sharp
We're like
for
a
Sexy
golf tournament.
Sharps.
We make cuts at halftime.
Yeah. But again, we do have week 12 for this week, so let's waste no time. We had our first Thursday night football game. Obviously, Houston took down the Bills in that one. But today, we have the Vikings, Packers, first game on our list. Spread of this one is 6.5. The total is 41.5. We still have 9 on the field taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, who advanced to 6-3. 6-3-1 versus the 4-6 Minnesota Vikings. Nick, you were bullish on the Vikings coming into the season.
I was
very, very bullish on the Vikings.
I just thought the QB position was plug and play.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready to eat that. JJ could be straight cheeks.
It's hard to
I wanted to wait like
take
2
any
months before I
over.
judged him
Yeah.
like harshly, but yeah, I mean he looks horrendous.
no, really, really bad. But maybe he could turn around this week versus the Packers. No, from what I'm seeing on all my practice reports, it doesn't look like we're getting Josh Jacobs, correct?
I mean, there's a little bit of
stretching.
optimism that he could possibly play, but the way he's saying, he's like, if I'm not back this week, I'm definitely back next week, which
Yeah,
tells me
probably
that he's
not.
probably next week. Yeah, if I had to guess.
It looks like we're going to get a heavy load of 1, Jordan Love passing the ball, and 2, Emmanuel Wilson. So we're going to see a lot of him there. Do you guys have any player props for this game? I do, but I want to see your guys' thoughts on the game overall.
I just
If you
had
guys have
Love
anything
over
rolling.
passing yards with no Jacobs. And in the past, more so last year, I remember the Vikings played the Packers so well, and Jordan Love had so many passing yards. Like, it was his best 2 passing games last year as far as just like garbage time. It was different with Sam Darnold. They were always trailing. Don't know if that's the case with McCarthy, but it just seems like when he plays the Vikings, he hits a mode of like, I'm just going to chuck it down the field. Like, that's the only way I've ever seen them move the ball in Brian Flores, and especially no Jacobs. I like him over 230.
Yeah, no, I can easily see that. I was looking at that line myself. I'm going to take Aaron Jones Sr. over 2.5 receptions. He's gone over this in 5 of his last 6 versus bottom 10 defenses for receptions. 3.2 receptions per game so far for Jones. And I think the Vikings are going to be trailing in this one. I'm kind of on the page of I don't think this offense is going to be able to do much. And Aaron Jones has kind of been that slight spark they've had in recent games. So I think they're going to kind of lean back into him as well in this one. So I'm going Aaron Jones over 2.5 receptions.
Yeah, I don't have much here. I was kind of hoping that they'd have some Emmanuel Wilson lines on the receiving side of things because I do think it's just one of those situations where like all the work is just going to be condensed to him, and even if he's not that great of a back, statistically he'll probably have a really good day. So until those lines are actually out there, I probably won't touch a player prop.
Do you think Brooks gets involved?
I think he does a little bit. He'll probably play like the passing down role, or at least like he's going to have to be the pass blocker, I think. 'Cause It's kind of more of like a fullback build almost, where, the Vikings blitz a lot and they're like kind of weird with their blitzes. So I can imagine they might trust Brooks in a role like that. But I mean, I don't imagine Wilson's role is going to be that much different than what Jacobs' role has been this year.
Fair enough. All right.
I don't hate Jordan Love passing touchdowns, but minus 145. I don't know.
Yeah, the value is just not existent because that was like my first thought going back to the well from last week. But
The Vikings are just like a tough team to take player props against because they're like one of those any given Sunday weeks where like their defense could show up and you're like, that was Brian Flores. And like McCarthy can make really high upside plays at, in periods, but it's just so tough to predict what you're going to get on a consistent basis.
One stat that AT sent me that he wanted to go for the Packers is we always shit on Christian Watson as just a mid, player. But since the beginning of the 2024 season, 97 wide receivers in the NFL have at least 70 targets. 12 of those 97 have 2 or fewer drops, and Christian Watson is one of those 12. He's not dropping the ball as much as at least I have definitely been calling him out for. But
that receiving room is still so weak.
I know, it's so bad. But, all right, Vikings, Packers, which side of the spread are you going? It is 6.5. I will give you the tidbit. The Vikings are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games versus top 10 scoring defenses.
Because they keep getting favored.
But
I'm going to go Vikes.
Vikings
Which I
plus
hate.
6.5 for
I
Mo.
hate it.
I'm going the same way.
Vikings plus 6.5.
Playoff run starts now.
Like the Packers,
Playoff run
as bad as the
starts now.
Vikings would look like, the Packers play down to their competition.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the minority here and go Green Bay minus 6.5.
Terrible.
But yeah, that's the way we're going to go. All right, let's push it to the next game. Let's go to the Steelers and Bears plus 2.5, minus 2.5. The total's 45.5. Money line's plus 120 for the Steelers. We don't have any passing props, obviously, as we are not 100% sure of the situation there for quarterback for the Steelers, but we still can get a general idea. We are filming this on Friday, so if anything's update by the time this uploads on Saturday, it will be down below in the graphics. But for now, it's looking like Mason Rudolph most likely will take the helm for this Steelers team, if I'm not mistaken. Limited practice on Thursday for Rodgers, but with a wrist injury, you can't feel great.
It's his other hand, though.
Yeah, but it's still like half the handoffs still have to go with the, you still have to be able to grip the ball. I don't know. I feel like that's a true 50-50 right now.
All right. Any player props on the Chicago side of things?
This one's hard.
Yeah.
I need to know if
You didn't know if your
my
goat's
man's
playing.
For Chicago's
Oh,
defense, kind of interesting. I think they're going to get back Jalen Johnson this week, who's their top cornerback, and Kyler Gordon is kind of trending towards playing. So they're going to be at full strength with their secondary, but all 3 of their starting linebackers have been DNP this entire week. So they might be without their entire middle of the defense, but have their entire secondary back. So it might open up. This might be a game where the Steelers, Arthur Smith finally gets to have his way and run the ball 700 times in this one. We don't have any word on fucking Jalen Warren yet or what that running back room is going to be like, but I would be interested in taking some sort of Jalen Warren prop, assuming I think it was a minor ankle sprain, so do expect him to play, and I think they're just going to get a lot of carries going on here, so I could fuck with that, but there's no line right now.
All right, Mo, which side of the spread are you taking for this game?
the Bears scare me because what was it 2-3 weeks ago they lost to Tyler Huntley.
They're not as good as their record. They're not, definitely not. They've just had a really good schedule run out.
They've also had so many one possessions, Colston Loveland versus the Bengals, Giants comeback. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're capable of winning a playoff game, but there's just no chance they can make it through a gauntlet of 3 good games in a row.
If Bears Packers draw each other first round, that could go either way.
Yeah, for sure. But the Chicago's not getting through Detroit and then Philly. There's no chance in that. They've had a good run out based on the schedule.
All right. Which side are you taking?
There's just too many question marks with Rodgers and Warren. I'm going to go Bears.
Okay, Nick.
Rodgers owns the Bears, though, if he does play.
Literally fathers them.
I think I'm going to take the Steelers points.
I'm also.
I think their
gonna take
defense has
Steelers
looked a lot
points.
better the last few weeks. The pass rushes look good. I kind of do want to take DK's under on receiving yards, though. Under 54 and
I
a
feel
half.
like if Rudolph plays, though, I almost like it more.
Agreed. I'm
that's
if
the hard
Rodgers
part.
plays, I like the under. If Rudolph doesn't, I feel I don't know. It's weird. Not not that he opens up the passing game more, but I don't know. It feels like they're gonna try a different style of the passing game, maybe, and maybe take more downfield shots. But DK's been.
I also think Rudolph's just a little more careless with the football, which helps DK of all players just a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'll wait on that. But if Rodgers does play, I'm going to take the under for DK's receiving yards.
All right. With that being said, we can move on to New England and Cincy. I'm actually looking forward to this game. Cincinnati is +6. Patriots are -6. Over-under is 51.5. And practice reports have had the main man, Joe, on the report. Hey, listen, he's been practicing with the ones supposedly.
I think
full practice on Thursday.
This week?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a bigger deal, no?
Dude,
I mean,
it's been
I think
a pretty
they're
big
trying to
deal.
hide it. Like, I think, yeah. I mean, like, who do you follow on Twitter?
Yeah, like, I feel like it's been everywhere.
I actually had no clue until this conversation. He's like,
really?
Oh, no. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
full practice is
he
both
returned to a
days.
full practice, and then they were like, we're going to see, like, how he feels, like, what his soreness level is. And then, like, the next day, it was, and Zach Taylor came out. He's like, because they asked him early in the week, like Monday or something. He's like, you know, he hasn't even stepped on the field for 11 on 11. So until that happens, we can't have a conversation. And then like Wednesday, it was like full practice on the field for 11 on 11s. And then Thursday, it wasn't like limited. He was full again.
His next 4 games, if he steps in this week, Patriots, Ravens, Bills. Patriots, Ravens, Bills, Ravens.
Fire.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like he's gonna have to run the table. Have to go 10-7.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he just always has to do.
Chance.
Again, I don't think it's a playoff push kind of thing. I do think it's a, like, if they
Not
feel he's
to, like,
100%, like, it's
lose
you just
the
can't.
team.
It's a third of the season left. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just like give up right now. I don't think so.
It'd be so smart if they did, though, 'cause they need it so bad.
Um,
But
It's weird though because like from like a statistical standpoint, it can't get better than what Flacco's been doing.
No.
You know, so I don't. I mean, maybe more like efficiency or whatever you want to make the case for.
A little
But
bit downfield.
Let's
a little bit
talk
more, but
Patriots real quick though.
listen, let me tell you, I got a few Patriots lines here that we can talk about.
what do you want to talk about
I took a Patriots Super Bowl slip
now?
this morning. Yeah. Patriots over Rams.
The Patriots feel like a little bit better of a version of the Bears, where it's like
I agree, but I feel the same way about like Denver or Indy or Buffalo looks at like the AFC is so open to me. The NFC, I'm like, you're not
You've been
getting
beating
through
the Rams?
Philly, Eagle. Yeah. I have a Rams Super Bowl loss locked.
Like against the Patriots?
It's
like
weird.
Matt Stafford
I know,
versus.
but a Rams Super Bowl L is something I really want to get behind.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take. I actually have a first half prop for us. Drake May over 10.5 first half rushing yards. Hit over the 10.5 rushing yard mark in the first half in 4 of the last 5 games versus bottom 10 defenses against rushing yards. He's had 20 first half rushing yards per game. And I expect this to kind of be a script of where they want to get up early. And I think they do get up early on this defense. And it's going to be through his legs for a lot of that as well. As this team plays a lot of too high shell, they're going to play a lot of over top, and it's going to open up a lot of lanes for Drake May to scoot. I also have Chase Brown's under in this at 59.5 is his rushing yard line, which just seems absurd for Chase Brown. I get he's had a good 4 weeks now, but he's gone under this in 5 of the last 6 games versus top 10 defenses in rushing yards allowed. And New England is the number 1. It's not just they're a top 10; they're the number 1 team versus rushing yards allowed this season.
But they are going to be without Milton Williams. He's on the IR.
Milton Fillmore is
I say
out.
that jokingly, but also seriously.
No, I get it's a big thing, but I just don't believe in this Cincinnati offensive line at all. I get Fillmore's out, but I still think New England has a very good rushing defense with or without him. Also, again, if I'm biting into that narrative like I did in the first half, I think New England gets up early, and it's going to be hard for Cincy to kind of just keep running the ball at a high level. And if Joe Burrow's back, I feel even better about it because we looked at last year Joe Burrow, and it's more of a check down run game with Burrow in than it is like a true under center Flacco style single back look.
Well, yeah, I was actually going to bring that up because since like Samaje Perine has gone onto the IR, Chase Brown is back to like playing on 98% of the snaps. And he's averaging 10.5 targets a game since Perine is left.
That's insane.
Which is like crazy. So I have a couple plays I think I like in this one. The Diggs over on receiving yards feels really good in this one. It's at 56.5, and that Cincinnati defense, like someone's going to beat the shit out of them, and he's the clear like number one here for Drake May. So Stephon Diggs at 56.5 is good to me. I actually kind of want to take the under on T. Higgins' line, even with Jamar Chase out. I follow like a decent amount of New England beat reporters, and they're basically going to play this one of two ways. It's like T should get all the targets. The problem is New England's defense literally doesn't have to focus on anything else besides T. Higgins. Yeah. You know, like Yoshivas is not a game changer whatsoever. So they're either going to have Gonzalez shadowing T. Higgins the entire game, which doesn't feel good, or they're just going to play a double team on him, obviously, with Carlton Davis and then the safety over the top, which also doesn't feel good. So, like, I don't know. T can make plays, obviously, but I'm not, like, penciling him in as, like, a, you know, like an 80-yard, 90-yard touchdown guy this week just because he's the only guy in town. So I think I'm going to probably fade consensus there and go under T. Higgins over Stephon Diggs.
Okay. All right. Mo?
Is Burrow playing, dude? I like the T. Higgins fade, but I actually just can't get over the news that he might be playing this week.
I'm happy you finally came to the real world for a little bit.
Finally stepped up football company.
Yeah.
Finally.
Like it's definitely not a guarantee, but I do think it's like a legit 50-50
it's definitely been
now.
like talked about quite a bit.
I almost like the under more if Joe Burrow's playing for T. Higgins, because we've seen Flacco with when Joe Burrow's under center, he's like, okay, he's more of a quarterback that I think is going to make the right play and like spread the ball around a little bit. Where Flacco, obviously, like you watch him play and it's like, I'm under pressure. Jamar Chase is getting the ball no matter what. So I could see Flacco doing that with T. Higgins in this game. But if Burrow's under center, like I think he's far more likely to spread the ball around than just only pepper T. Higgins in the game.
I would agree.
Holy shit.
I'm also going to take New England -6. The Bengals are 1-9 in their last 10 games as an underdog, and they're 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games as an underdog. Pretty cheeks to say that. So
Joe Burrow can come back and get hurt again.
Stop.
He's also like started off slow. Like if you almost compare this to like a start of a season, you know, he's typically started off slow off of injuries. So I could also see that kind of playing in
he's
here.
just going to come out and throw for 400 yards and like 6 touchdowns.
No, people are going to be like, should Chase be benched?
Stop. We're not starting that narrative. All right, which side are you guys taking?
Patriots.
All right. Clean sweep across the board for the Patriots. Burrow's going to come out and crush our dreams. All right.
Fuck Joe Burrow.
Detroit -10.5 against the Giants. In Detroit, over of this game is 50.
A little bit of a lighter spread than I feel like Detroit, like 13.5 is usually their line when it's a mismatch.
Yep. Well, not today.
Jackson Dart different though.
Jackson, stop. You see Cam Scatterbo like streaming now, like, and he's like apparently electric.
Yeah, he's like gonna be a full-time Twitch streamer.
No, yeah, like he's gonna go down that route for sure. All right, Giants, Lions. Again, spread is 10.5. Which side are you guys feeling for this? Do you have any player props? What are the overall feels for this? I do have a player prop in this game as well. But let's get your guys' thoughts first.
Jamison Williams has been so hot, but 60 yards.
One play for him. Literally
just,
one
Campbell
play.
just dials up plays for him. Like, he knows when to hit that button. You know, it's not like with John Morton, it felt like it was just kind of like spreading it around, whatever. But, like, I feel like 3 times a game, Dan's like, this is your play. You know what I mean? Like, make this shit happen. So the Lions, like, don't really play sloppy offensive games back-to-back weeks. They're at home
Last
in
week
the
was
dome.
so bad.
So, like Goff
horrible.
was basically just, like, inaccurate all game, and that, like, very rarely happens, you know? So I expect a major bounce back for the Detroit passing game.
Yeah.
I want to fade Jackson Dart rushing line. I just want to see, like, if the doctors, like, talk to him, like, you're not running. Or, like, if I just seen reports, like, they recommended him, like, change his playing style. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if there is any truth to it, could be a...
I could promise you the doctors have probably talked to Baker. They've probably talked to Josh Allen, and
Maybe.
none of them give a shit. I don't think I've seen either of those guys slide ever.
I'm going to still fade him.
All right.
This could be, like, Aiden Hutchinson's depoy game.
What about
What do you want to fade? Rushing yards?
Yeah.
David Montgomery longest rush of 12.5? I kind of like the under on that.
Rushing yards, Jackson Dart. I'm actually going to take a David Montgomery prop myself, but not longest rush. I'm going to take over on rushing yards. Against bad defenses, he sees great volume, and with Dan Campbell, I feel like that's only going to stay true. Against bad rushing defenses like Cincy, Washington in recent games, like he's at 18, 15 attempts. The Giants allow 150 yards per game on the ground, which is the second most in the NFL, but on a per game basis. And I expect Monty and Gibbs to both have a big day. But if anyone's going to kind of reap the benefits of playing a worse team, I think it's going to be Monty over Gibbs. And I think Monty can easily eclipse 50 yards here. So I'm going to take his over.
You know what? I'm going to take. I'm going to take Jared Goff over 0.5 first quarter passing touchdowns.
Holy
plus 150.
shit.
It's actually the freest of free.
Literally one JMO play early.
First drive going to be St. Brown, St. Breezy, JMO.
You think St. Breezy has a big comeback game too? Because he looked just... None of them looked like themselves.
That'll be fun. They were hungover.
I was about to say, they looked like they all took like shrooms before the game.
I heard a fucking ridiculous thing today that...
Fire? You got rage baited?
No, it was like from a very reputable source, which makes me kind of concerned that like the reason that Pickens and CeeDee Lamb were benched for the first series on Monday Night Football was because they missed curfew on Sunday night at the hotel, but it was because they were at a casino, and apparently CeeDee Lamb was like throwing up from alcohol. You saw that?
Yeah.
I saw the same report too, but I don't know if it was true or not.
I mean, that just can't. There's just no way CeeDee Lamb's out like getting his stomach pumped on a Sunday night.
They're in Vegas though.
Like those two motherfuckers are the two people that I
imagine pulling up to a blackjack table and them two.
And you're like, don't you got a game and like,
like it's
That's
pretty
what I mean. Like, there's no way
believable.
CeeDee Lamb's dumb enough to be like drinking until he's got to throw up the night before a fucking game.
dude. I mean, some of them just don't
That's
care.
Steam be doing that shit.
That's what Steam be doing. Them leading the league in receiving yards. All right, if you had to take a spread on this one, 10.5 minus 10.5. Where are you going?
Detroit
minus 10.5.
Detroit at home.
A lot of pointing stains here.
Yeah, you get the hook of 10.5.
Nah, this is a Detroit 50 bomb.
Yeah, I just don't trust the Giants offense enough, I don't think.
Jackson Dart's not running either.
I'm going to go with, you take away that part of their offense completely. Yeah, I'll go Lions.
I'm also going Lions. If you're going to take any of these plays, make sure to do so on BetMGM. Use code BETS when you sign up, BETS. And if you're in Missouri, that's big for you because you get a brand new deal. As well as everyone gets the deal. The normal, if you use code BETS, you get the $1,500. But
December 1st, MGM goes live in Missouri. If you sign up right now, between now and December 1st,
Using
and use
code
our
BETS.
code BETS, BETS, you will get $100 in bonus bets free with any deposit. I think $10.
literally any
You'll get
deposit.
a hundo to throw on our intrusive parlay. Turn that hundo into $1 million. Like, look what we just did for you. There.
wow. And this is the one time
Look
I
what Big Epstein did for you.
this is the one time I can say guaranteed $100.
That shit just got us banned.
That's guaranteed. It's literally a lock and lock. All right, next game up. Seahawks Titans is going to be our next game up. Minus 13 is the total. Holy spread, 13. Over is 40 points for this one.
You having Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet makes me want to throw up.
This is a
Makes
great
me want to
week
throw
to have
up.
them.
You've been saying it every week,
Yep.
and then this is finally going to be the week where it just destroys me. They might have 4 touchdowns
Yeah,
combined.
I'm excited.
I'm
So-
not. Oh my god.
What player props do you guys have for this game? Or
Honestly, I'm a ripping anytime JSN touchdown at plus 105.
yeah, you're
Like,
talking
when
about how
get-
much you love the backs. Then we're going straight to JSN.
they're going to score 40 points.
No,
this game.
I have Sharp anytime touchdown for plus money.
Yeah, I mean that's just free.
Yeah.
It's every player anytime touchdown is free.
Honestly, just make a parlay of Kenneth, Zach, and JSN, and you're
Probably
cooking.
pays out like plus 900.
Yeah, plus 900. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
George Halani is probably free too.
Still,
Actually, that could be.
stop.
Plus 14.
He got something last week too.
You got
Had a
another
carry.
inside the 10.
Yeah.
He doesn't step onto the field, but for some reason every time they get down to like the 9-yard line, he gets one carry
Plus
and then they take him off.
1400.
Hey, listen. Let's no intrusive thoughts so far.
I'm actually struggling this week, which
Really?
is rare. I don't
I
know
have
if I've
mine.
struggled this season so far.
Wow, struggling.
I
You're
thought
not
about
gonna-
Sharp 2 touchdowns. I'm like, that's not good. TikTok ain't gonna buy that.
but Kenneth or AJ Barr. Ooh, baby! Right after Nick drops him, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. All right. I don't have any player props for this game.
I love Sharp to score.
Yeah, okay. Well, you'll take that one. We'll
Put it
lock that
twice.
one in.
I'm putting 2 units on it.
2 units on it. So we've Sharp anytime touchdown, Jason anytime touchdown. All right. That will be good from there. Which side of the spread of that game are you taking?
Seahawks.
Yo, what do you think? Or do you think the Vikings do what they did last year if they still had Darn?
What?
Like win?
Yeah,
Yeah.
win just like a ton with Darnold.
100%.
If they still had Darnold, you think they're still
100%.
cooking?
I mean, Sam Darnold, I feel like is clearly just a good quarterback.
Yeah, now it's just like objective.
Yeah, and the Vikings roster is great
Yeah.
outside of JJ.
It's outside of their top 10 pick. That's
Yeah.
fire. You're taking Seattle minus 13? Nick?
Confidently.
Can't wait for Tennessee to just like be annoying as hell.
No, dude.
This is like 33-11 maybe.
They're gonna cover back
Darnold
door.
couldn't have
me
played
Seahawks.
worse last week, and it was like this close still.
All right, let's move to Indy. I'm also taking the Seahawks. We are on the same ones a lot this week. That could be disaster. Indy and KC. KC is favored despite being the 5-5 team going against the 8-2 team, but they are at home. Minus 3.5. The total here is 50. And if I'm mistaken, right, Colts coming off a bye last week, so
I'm literally
that's
looking
big.
it up now.
That is, I mean, dude, he's won.
Andy Reid 0-1 in his last one after buys.
No, yeah, like that's big. No one's gonna talk about it. They went 22-5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
That's right.
I like Indy this week.
All right, Indy.
I'm taking the points, but I don't know. There's something about the Chiefs roster that feels like it's not.
Clicking.
Yeah, they don't have like a dominant facet of their roster. It feels like their receivers were awesome when Rice returned, but I do think Rice is not like an overbearing man beater. You know, he's like great in zone coverage, but I think teams are playing a lot of man. I think the Colts play a lot of man, and I think there's a chance that both Charvarius Ward and Kenny Moore are playing in this game. And then you have that trio of those 3 Colts cornerbacks, and I could see them like really manning up and maybe giving them a little bit of a heat. I think if the Chiefs like kind of combat it with trying to get the run game going, that could work, because I think the Colts are probably without.
What run game?
I mean, listen, like I think Kareem Hunt like looked okay, but Pacheco should be back. Like I just think there will be openings to be had in the middle of that.
Steichen's 1-1 off a bye in his 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm also gonna go Colts here, but I'm torn. Like,
I kind of want to
it's-
fade Alec Pierce though.
I've been so in the narrative of like Chiefs are gonna be fine. Like they're gonna bounce back, and they just keep not.
I mean,
being
they could
fine.
lose this and still go 11-6, and I wouldn't be surprised.
No surprise, no. But like it's just like, you don't feel great about it. All right, I'm also gonna take Colts here.
We're cooked. None of us are taking Chiefs.
No, the Chiefs are definitely winning.
I'm gonna
this
take
game.
a longest reception under for Xavier Worthy, 19.5.
Yeah, I mean he just doesn't.
It's like all screen games. They do take shots to him downfield, but they haven't connected in 2 years.
No. Literally since like week 1 of 2024, they've not connected.
2 years.
It's true.
I feel like he was a GOAT in the fantasy playoffs last year.
He was off checkdowns.
Yeah, he got like some volume. And the Super Bowl, they had that one long catch when they were down like 30 points. But other than that, like Worthy's.
It's
like,
crazy they don't use him more like that though. Like you think like even coming out of college, I'm like, dude, 4.2 speed. Put him almost like in a JMO role sometimes.
Yeah, but even in college, he was like actually a big like line of scrimmage guy, which I get. I just don't think they have like honestly they should play Tyquan Thornton more. They should let them rip downfield. But
He's got some burners.
whatever, Andy, you do
Just
you,
re-sign
brother.
Sammy Watkins and get it done. He's tweeting too much. Telling you know it's bad.
Sammy is?
Yeah.
About what?
Sammy Watkins.
Just all of them. All these retired dudes that just
They
got
just
out
want a
of the league.
podcast. Everyone wants a
Yeah,
podcast.
like everyone needs a podcast. Everyone needs some.
I think if Sammy Watkins was like, I want to come on to your betting channel next week, I think I'd turn him down.
Stop.
No
I would open him
chance.
with. I would welcome him with open arms. Like Journey.
He could take.
And we're
my
getting
spot.
his spread records.
Yeah, and we're keeping his spread records, and then he's gonna be hooked
Go
and want to
fucking
stay on.
0-16.
He's literally the Clemson greatest wide receiver of all time.
It's not even that good of a category to be
That's
number one.
That's a great category. You think Hunter Renfrow wanted to be that? I think so.
Literally DeAndre Hopkins on the Clemson.
But he's not the best. I'm talking about in college.
So what? Duke Johnson was a leading all-time Miami fucking
dude.
rusher.
When that 15 words are last guy, everyone's like, dude, he played 1 year in Miami or something like bullshit. And
we would have got that if I had like 2 more seconds. If you just said Miami College, I would have.
I would have said college probably next.
Right? Yeah, we only had half a second left. Those shorts are ripping though.
Yeah, it's pretty fire. Anyway, that's not what this is about.
3 a day, buddy.
You can't even get one.
All right. We're all on the Colts there. Jets, Ravens. Oh, my God. Another 13.5 spread.
This shit is ass.
More points.
Facing
more
Derrick
points.
Henry will be
Dude.
Jets.
Yeah, I hate one playing. Your running backs are just like
Jets
in
2-8.
shape.
Ravens 5-5. Mo's getting it done on all facets of the game. Do we have any spreads for this, or do we have any player props for this game? Do we have any spreads for this game? Derrick Henry's going to absolutely fry this game.
What are his rushing numbers at? Like 100?
Well, his attempts at 17.5 and
85.5. I would actually take the over on that.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to take Brees Hall's under on rushing yards, 62.5.
I've faded Brees for the past few weeks, and it has not done me well.
Well, now is the time to do it.
But now is where he's going to start cooking.
Is your receiving yards line? Brees's receiving yardage line actually opened up really low, too. I think it opened at 11.5. It's up to 14.5 right now, and I think I would actually probably take that.
At 14.5.
32 or 22.
If Adonai had hands, he would be good.
Listen, he's got better hands than he's showed so far. I could see a little bit of a bounce back.
That's what people said about Kadarius, too.
I don't think someone said that.
Whoa. Kadarius Toney with hands?
No, he
What?
said. I said we said the same thing about Kadarius of like he has better hands than he's showing.
Oh.
And I said no one was saying that about Kadarius having hands.
But if he did have hands,
He would be the GOAT. He would literally be Tyreek Hill.
the greatest ever. I
He
think.
would literally be Tyreek
Guy's
Hill.
never won a route before, I don't think.
Oh my God! All right,
Him
give
and
me
Kyle Pitts, literally the same receiver coach, probably at Florida, that doesn't teach them a fucking thing. Van Jeff, another guy, can't run a fucking
I
route.
have my intrusive, but it's not available. I want to take something alt on Tyrod Taylor because on the couch this week I claim like Tyrod's fine, like he's good, and then they checked the game logs and they didn't agree, but I still believe in Tyrod.
All right, so what do you want to check to? I'll put the odds on whatever.
Like 250.
All right, Tyrod.
His line's at 188.
Tyrod 250 plus passing yards.
I got a horrendous intrusive right now. I'm about to hit.
Is it in this game?
Yes, it is.
What is it?
I'm going to take A.D. Mitchell, 75 receiving yards,
Oh my God!
plus 450.
You're gonna.
You took that?
I'm just saying I took Tyrod 250.
So he's gonna have to rely on his.
It's
guy.
over for the Ravens.
Ravens losing this week. That's big.
Script gone.
That
for
being
Derrick
said,
Henry.
Ravens easily by 13.
All right, you taking Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, we might get fried by the books this week. We're all in the same big ass spreads. That's fire. Everyone's taking Baltimore 13.5, but then we go to Vegas and we go to Shedeur Sanders. He's going to be quarterbacking this Cleveland.
I'm kinda
Browns
intrigued just
offense.
to
I was
watch.
about to say, low key,
Yeah.
one of the more intriguing games on the slate by far.
Raiders are -4 in this one. Shedeur.
There's at 158.
Shedeur's
Feels high.
How
Yeah.
bad is he?
I don't know.
That is such a that might be the lowest line I've ever seen for a starting quarterback.
I mean, this is
So
like
like
not a
Justin
battle
Fields.
of quarterbacks. This is just a battle of DNs here. It's like how many sacks can Max and get Myles Garrett get?
Dude,
The Raiders'
you
offensive
think
line is
Myles
terrible.
could hit like 20 this year?
Yeah.
He's on pace.
Yeah.
Or I think 25 or some shit.
I mean, that's like, that's going to. If
I
we
mean,
do
he could
that,
have
Davis
another
Mills is also
3.
on pace for
Yeah.
4,700 yards and 40 touchdowns if he played 17 games. Davis Mills might be the truth. But, yeah, no, this is going to be nuts. There's no defensive lines out yet, or else I'd be looking at them, dabbling on them.
The Browns defense, I think, plays kind of a lot worse on the road. So I don't know. terrified of Shedeur Sanders, so I think I like comfortably like the Raiders here.
You know it's bad when the rushing line for Quinshon's even like lowered. Like he's all the way down 70.5. When was the last time he was at 70.5 rushing yards?
Yeah,
Like,
he's been like a little bit underwhelming the last couple weeks. I think he's played though.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like you would expect him in this sort of game to have like 20 attempts.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't hit it since week 7.
Yeah, it's also true. All right.
God, this game sucks.
But it's interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you know
I would
everybody
have
and their
zero
mom's going to
interest
talk
if
about
Dylan
it.
Gabriel was playing.
Oh yeah, this would be the worst game on the slate by far.
Everyone's taking Raiders?
What about
36
I'm
Where's Harold
gonna
Fannon's
No,
number at?
I'm not going to do it.
Where's Fannin Stains? 34.5. I actually don't hate that. Is Njoku playing? I feel like he might be out. Njoku back-to-back DMPs with a knee injury. If he doesn't suit up, I like that Fannin line. I think I'm about to hit that now.
All right, Fannin, what?
Shit gonna be fucking 28 by the time Sunday. Fannin 34.5 receiving yards.
Yeah. Knowing your luck for show.
What the hell?
All right. We can head on to our next one. We're all taking Raiders. We are agreeing way too much for this to be interesting. Jags and Cardinals is our next game. -3, +3 is the spread for that one. Totals 47.5.
Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson turned
It'd be
into
tough to play
literally
against
the
Michael Wilson
GOAT.
this week.
Last
Would
week,
you rather Wilson over Shedeur?
he had 33 points in fantasy, not a single touchdown.
Would I rather play against Wilson or Shedeur? I would much rather you have Shedeur in your lineup. It's not even like close.
7.5. Michael Wilson at 4.5, despite having 10 receptions last game. Greg Dortch,
15 receptions last game.
15 receptions last game. Receiving yard line, Trey McBreezy at 78.5. But the Jags defense hasn't been horrendous. Not great, but the big storyline here, I think, for outside of those two is going to be Tootin. Got a little banged up, but he was taking a lot of work away from ETN last week. And his first touchdown score, him and ETN are back-to-back. His anytime, him and ETN are relatively close.
Need some Tootin lines.
No, actually. Well,
See
again,
what
that's
the
just,
market's at.
yeah, they're probably just waiting on some practice reports from today, but we'll see. Limited, where is it? Tootin was limited in back-to-back practices, ankle injury.
Yeah, Tootin will play.
Yeah. Seems
On
like
his
they're
doctor.
all going to
On
roll.
promises.
Wow. Imagine playing against Brian Thomas Jr.
Jags could go 7-4 though. Could be the most fraudulent 7-4 I've seen.
Jags 7-4. Bears frauds.
Colts, Denver, and whoever the hell are all, and Patriots are
Everyone's
9-2.
terrible.
Imagine
There's
going
no
into the
good
season.
football team.
Remember when we were like, wow, the 8.5 total for the Patriots is just way too high.
They're looking good for 13-4.
I remember that.
Don't.
What?
You paired it with Vikings or something.
But I hit the Patriots.
It was like, come in with your favorite over, and you had to come in with 2. If you just picked the Pats, you would look so good.
I took the line.
Look, I took Giants, so I can't talk.
That's fire.
Well, like Giants can still make it though.
No.
They can still
They've been in
fall
like a
back.
couple close ones where like
Couldn't imagine fading the Patriots season long.
I mean, I literally took the Colts, so I'm fine.
I was talking to Steen. Steen literally
What
was like
under?
Titans
Oh, I
number
took
one.
the Lions under. That's still live.
I might have taken
their record?
Cincy,
6-4.
but it was like
So-
10.5.
Yeah. Lions need 11 wins.
We need to revisit that.
Play 6 straight dome games right now.
Oh yeah, they're so going 6-0.
Yeah.
That's tough. All right.
Steen's whole reputation about to be ruined.
Which side of the spread are you going on for this one?
AZ.
AZ.
Jacoby might pull off a win here.
Yeah, he might. That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're at home. They're getting points.
He's been playing nice. That team is just. Dude, Gannon might be gone.
No,
Which side are you
Why
going
are you
to?
so confident in that?
they're not. We're getting rid of Gannon. Like they so obviously know that it's a Kyler problem by the way that they're behaving. Like they're not getting rid of Gannon.
Side.
Patriots lock, Gannon staying lock. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cards.
All right.
Jacoby hasn't had a game under
I'm gonna take
250.
Jacksonville -3.
2 touchdowns every
He's literally
single
just
start.
like Jameis, but just better right now.
All right, this game, my intrusives in. Philly and the boys. Boys 4-5-1. The Eagles. Our favorite in this one, -3 in Dallas. 47.5 is the total for this game. My intrusive for this one is Dak Prescott. We saw him to play really well versus the Birds the first time around. CD dropped 2 huge passes. Also dropped a seam route by Ferg in the first game as well. He had, like, no joke, 100 yards passing just straight up dropped in that game. And he had 181 yards. Now they're in Dallas, in the Dome, at home, bars. I think Dak could have a pretty big game. So taking him to go over 300 yards. So we're going to take Dak over 300 yards. Got to feel pretty good about that one for the intrusive. Again, it's plus 320 is the line there. Outside of that, do you guys have any leans, player props, thoughts, feelings towards this game?
We've got a 1-week sample size from week 1. It's also the game Jalen Carter got taken out of for the spit.
Yeah, I think it's also like the Birds look a lot different on defense.
Yeah, the Birds look different on defense.
Dak is pretty good odds for 1.5 passing touchdowns, which feels interesting.
Yeah, I think Dak will have a strong game. I'm curious to see how they play the receivers because in week 1, it was just Quinyon shadowed Pickens.
Yeah.
And Lamb was open. But I also think Dallas's offense was, like, hesitant to use Pickens early on. Like, he was just kind of like a sacrificial outside guy. And now you see, like, how awesome he is with the ball in his hands, and they move him around a little bit more. So I wonder if they get creative with Pickens and they're in a little bit of a better spot because they're not going to have as much success. Like Javonte was awesome in week 1. Like they're not going to be able to just run it down the gullet of Philly. So I actually like a lot of Dak totals as well. But I'm more like intrigued by the game than I am like feeling great about any lines in this one.
Pickens is so cool,
dude. He's
pretty sick.
He's awesome.
So cool.
He actually might be like how many players are better with the ball in their hands than him? Like he's so good as a yak guy.
I feel like there's a good amount, but
I don't think there's a good amount. I actually would if I ranked him, I think he would be somewhere in the top 5.
Top 5?
Have you watched him this year?
No, I have, but like I feel like that's
Jamar.
like that's high. Well, yeah,
Jamar's awesome,
definitely.
yeah, for sure.
Yak, I'm gonna go. I gotta look at like a list of receivers.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up a list. The guys I'm going with Yak over him.
He
I don't
suck.
think there's a lot of
He suck.
maybe like Zay. Is Zay better with the ball in his hand? He's like shiftier for sure, but like
I mean, I would say yeah, probably Zay. I would also go with. I mean, obviously he's not on this list now because he's hurt, but Malik when he's healthy for sure. I'm probably going JSN, Jamar.
Tyreek's dead.
Low key Puka, like he just doesn't look hot, but like he is really fucking good after the catch.
I don't know, man. I'm just he makes the first guy miss every single time. He makes huge plays after the catch. Like
What about AJ Brown?
I was thinking AJ, but like it's so hard to justify because he's such a big body. But like
it's like okay, if you put them both in a contested catch situation, I have more confidence that AJ Brown comes down with it and makes that guy miss. But like line of scrimmage screenplay, the guy's playing like 5 yards off. I have as much confidence in Pickens making that first guy miss, I think, as I do like almost anyone.
like, have you seen Michael Wilson play football?
Yeah, he's actually my favorite.
He's number one.
Juke right here. George Pickens number 1 in the NFL. That's like elusiveness when you have the ball in your hands, pretty much.
Yeah.
There ain't shit for yak guys in the league.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like most of them are just like average.
No,
like,
there's
good,
no
but
Tavons anymore.
God, why did
Percy's
Debo
gone.
have to get fat?
I mean, well, Tyreek Hill when he's healthy, he's I think by far and away number 1, but he's done. Yeah, no, it's tough.
Pickens
Yo,
could be
low-key,
top 15. You might be right.
Raji's good too. No, yeah, he could be like top 50 for
These
sure.
are actually top 5 dumbest 2 people that ever sit at one table together.
All right, Jonathan Mingo or Pickens. Who are you taking?
No one's good.
All right. Birds, Cowboys, -3, +3. What do you got?
I'm pissed.
Someone last preview we had commented and was like, the guy in the middle just takes the credibility of this podcast so far
I
down.
literally I'll thumbs that up right now.
Is that me?
Yeah, you're in the middle. And then
I'm going to find
the
that.
next comment, which I ended up having more likes, was like, he has the best spread record.
Yeah, I
by
was
far.
gonna say.
Zero credibility.
It's funny as hell. Anyway,
A lot of my picks are vibes. I'll say that.
but your vibes have been on point, so keep rolling. So
Dallas needs this game.
Where are your vibes for this one?
I'm gonna go Dallas.
+3. You're going with the best Yak receiver in the game.
That's true. I
That's
got that on my side. Dude, who was it when he had the one-handed? No, it wasn't a one-handed catch, but he caught the ball and held it in one hand and like hurled the dude. Was it the
That was against the
Bears?
Panthers.
Maybe. Oh,
He just does that every fucking
it
week.
might have been the Panthers when he just holds it like this. I feel terrible about that pick.
Would you take?
Dallas. You always say you feel terrible, and you end up 7-3.
I thought Onk had such a good week last week for some reason.
5-2. It was like middle week. Just pick. I'm going Dallas +3. I think Dak and the boys get it done.
I want to take Dallas, but I actually feel like we've had the same pick for every game so far.
Except for last game.
So I'm going to take...
Jake Elliott going to cost him.
There you go. Philly -3.
I'm finna take Philadelphia
Fire.
to lose.
We have the beloved, the great, the amazing Pickett as our next sponsor for this video. Make sure to sign up on Pickett. Use code BDG to see all of our picks for these games. You can see Mo's picks. You can see Unk's picks. You can see my picks, Sexy's picks, whoever's picks you want to see on Pickett for free. Use code BDG when you sign up. Costs $0 to do so. Zero zilch. And you can get on for free and track your own bets as well. Now, to your beloved, loved Falcons. The first round gods of the Falcons. Dominating the edge. 3-7
What does that even
against
mean,
the
the first
2-8.
round odds?
They had 2 great first round picks.
So we're just the
Pierce.
first round gods now?
That's
our team. That's our team
I mean,
nickname.
I also saw a clip today, which is hilarious. It was like the first clip I saw when I woke up. And it was like the 2021 NFL draft. Literally was
Kyle
flawless.
Pitts and then 10 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, no, like it's actually
No,
nuts.
I've been recycling that for like 3 years now.
It's actually nuts, dude.
It's like the worst player that was picked after him was like Devonta Smith over the next 10 picks.
Like,
It's
it
like
was
insane. It's like Depoy, Opoy, Depoy,
Yeah.
fucking $170 million left tackle.
Yeah, no, it's actually insane.
That being said,
With that being said, Falcons versus Saints. We have a battle of Tyler Show versus Kirk Cousins in the Big 2-5. They're about the same age, honestly. So
Least interesting game.
No, actually, I don't think this is absolute snooze fest.
zero credibility. We're going to give it a stack here.
Any thoughts, feelings for going into this game? You got to feel like we're getting to like, you guys just have to start stacking some wins.
Raheem Morris's job?
He's someone that I can get behind being done in Atlanta for sure.
Really?
You guys have no
Brother, the whole regime, we just cooked our franchise for like 5 years based off our quarterback decisions.
That's not Raheem's fault.
I mean, you don't think he played a part in that?
I mean, I guess, yeah. But I don't think anyone expected Kirk to be this, like, cooked. Like, you signed for a 2-year deal. Like, he was fine.
Listen, you put all your we put all our resources we had into 2 quarterbacks and whiffed on both of them. Like, I think someone's head's got to fucking roll here.
Yeah, no.
And it ain't Jeff Ulbrich.
That's tough.
See to go.
At least he didn't.
The first bet I put in this week was the over on this game at 39.5. It went up a point, but I just think they're like 2 bad teams whose like offense are gonna eventually like score throughout the game, 23-19 or something like that. So I like the over in this game. I just like I'm gonna take the Falcons here. Like I think we're a better team than the Saints.
Yeah, I mean.
But
and Saints are tanking.
yeah, I mean Kirk under center. We've got no Drake London. I don't know. Like Mooney to the Moonstein.
I like Kellen Moore to keep his job.
I think Kellen Moore could easily stay another year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his first
the
year.
Saints had no expectation going into the year.
And
the
their
Falcons
team was
were
horrible.
like,
Falcons had a win total of what, 8.5?
nah, it was actually 7.5. Like it was like
7.5?
sharply low by Vegas. Yeah,
Smart as shit.
I nailed the under.
Last year it was high. One of these years.
Last year was like 10.5.
Yeah,
when we had
last year was-
Kirk. Yeah.
Fire. It's interesting again looking back at draft classes. You guys took Penix at 8. Rome went right behind him. Olufashano, who you could have used. Shout out Bo Nix in the 12 spot. Bowers good at 13.
You know what I don't hate? I don't hate Tyler Algier anytime touchdown at plus 210. Because I think like the first thing that Raheem Morris basically said when Penix got ruled out for the rest of the season was like, yeah, we're just going to have to run the ball a lot more. Just like so disrespectful to Kirk, but also
it's valid as hell.
Probably the truth. And it's the Saints. Like, they're not a great defense. So I don't hate Tyler Algier anytime touchdown
They're
here.
actually the worst defense versus the run, statistically.
That's not surprising.
So,
so I'll go with an Algier sprinkle, a little tug action there.
like almost like they're
not
gonna
a lot of
have to
lines
get Kyle
really
Pitts
anywhere else.
more involved now.
Yeah.
No London.
I mean, the target share is Mooney, London, or Mooney, Pitts. We have like David Sills. Like we have like the worst receiver group here. I'm just worried about like Kirk's passing volume overall. But
Has
imagine.
London gotten paid yet? I don't think. Right?
No, I think he's on a rookie. London hasn't.
he was
been
in the
paid.
same class as Garrett Wilson, and like, he's like in the same boat as Chris Olave, where like they're both kind of waiting on their extension.
Yeah, Bijan hasn't been paid. London hasn't been paid. So we'll see how that turns out for the Falcons there. All right. Sides to this game. Falcons +2.
Yeah, give
or
me that.
Saints -2.
Give me that.
Gonna go Falcons +2. Mo's gonna go Atlanta.
Painfully.
I'm gonna go the Saints -2. I'm gonna take the
Brandon
Saints.
Staley off a bye.
Literally
It's
might
free
be
for
undefeated.
Atlanta.
All right, now we go to the actual interesting, great game that I'm super excited for on
Sick
Sunday Night
game.
Football. Bucks and Rams. Bucks are +6.5. Rams are -6.5. I mean, great ball game we have here, gentlemen. Great ball game.
Rams going.
I hope so. Then the Panthers might be in first in the NFC South. Would be a movie.
Could be.
I was looking. Their schedule is so tough. the
No,
rest of the
actually,
way.
it's
Yeah,
really
no.
hard.
I didn't realize it was.
But like I remember in the beginning, everyone was clowning me in the previews when I was like, "But they got the Panthers," and now it's time.
That's true.
Now
At the
it's
beginning
time.
of the summer.
People were getting so pissed, but I was like, "That's true." Got to go through Bryce Young and the boys, Enrico Dowdle.
Baker
So-
over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
That's your lockety lock for this one. I don't mind it at all. Pass two touchdowns to Tez. I could see it.
Couldn't need it.
Baker 1.5 passing touchdowns for -105. I like that spot a lot. Rams have been a tough defense though. Yo, no one wants to talk about the resurgence of Emmanuel Forbes, like being a baller.
He's like a player for them.
No, like actually, and he's playing pretty good despite
How
him
much
being
does he weigh now?
probably like 160. Like he's still
We gotta
small
get
as
him in here,
shit.
get him some
Bulked up.
Yeah, no,
3 pubs.
we got to get him to panic. He'll get him right.
Done.
Waking up with 3 bagels on your mind is
I knew, like,
Fucking-
since you said it yesterday, I was gonna wake up with a text.
Stafford's passing touchdown. Oh my God, English touchdown passing touchdown line. He's
Brother.
at 2.5.
Yeah, no, he's gonna.
That's
cook.
high as hell.
Nah, he's gonna cook this.
We
game.
got way too much Sunday night and Monday night action in our
so many Monday
matchup.
night players, right? Who's a Monday? San Fran, 40.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Panthers.
like Brock, Juwan, Rico. I'm
It's
not
gonna be a
watching it.
Monday night
No,
You just
movie.
text me, let me know.
Like
I
we
mean-
don't need to come in tomorrow,
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah,
What's tomorrow's Saturday?
Tomorrow Saturday for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah, right, we don't have to come in tomorrow.
yeah.
That's big.
I think LA is actually gonna swipe Tampa Bay in this one.
really, I feel like Tampa Bay's kept everything pretty close though.
Yeah.
Like they're just losing close games, which is like the hard part. But
What's their? Hold on.
I just feel like the Bucks aren't a team that's losing a lot. Like
The
they
Bucks
lost to
just
the
lose
Eagles
to
by
good. They lose to good teams.
lost the Eagles by 1 score, lost the Patriots by 1 score, lost the Bills by 12. But that game was close all the way till the end. Like, I feel like they play teams pretty tough. And the Rams on a Sunday night game, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a close game. I feel like the spread's kind of like perfect, like 6.5. Some teams going to end up winning by like 5, 4, and some bullshit.
It's gonna be. You know how like the Rams are going like super 3 tight end heavy.
Yeah.
Like next year, you know, every team's gonna just start doing that shit. McVay is actually.
So
The
smart.
GOAT.
Is there? Yeah, like
It's crazy.
there's
you
not a
think,
current
though-
coach I would take over McVay.
No.
But like, what does he got to? I mean, he's gonna be an all timer. Like, how many more Super Bowls he need to win?
That's
Like, if he wins this year,
it's Jehovah. But like Mo has him as a lock.
I think it's gonna be really cool when we see him with like a whole new QB in 5 years. Like, how does he? If he like succeeds with a whole different guy,
I mean, he will. He's so inventive. Like he's you know.
It's interesting the 13 personnel they use though, because they don't use 3 tight ends. They use a tackle. So they're a lot of times just in an extra heavy set to help ease the run game and just absolutely bully the shit out of the other team. And then in specific passing down situations, they'll just replace that tackle with a tight end, and it's damn near the same thing.
And they have like fucking 4 tight ends that could all block and catch balls, so it's like impossible to cover when they're. And
imagine they draft one this year, some bullshit. Like, it could be.
Well, they did last year. They took Terrence Ferguson in the second.
But yeah, no, absolutely nuts. Puka's line is still at 7.5, despite him kind of being more down. You traded him. You did that sharp by you, honestly. Yeah, like, so sharp. I'm proud of you. Like, big congrats for you.
Abuka's been a little bit.
Yeah, no, huge congrats. Yeah, but he also got Derrick Henry. Doesn't fucking matter. And he did get sharp. I got cooked.
You need Trey Benson to come back.
Sharp, dude.
Yeah.
Sharp fucking ass cheeks.
You literally just said earlier you're scared to play him.
Scared to play anyone on Seattle.
It's a mind game.
That's part of him.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what Sharp has done. You're saying you won the trade because you had Sharp in it. I said, what the fuck is Sharp?
Spreads, Bucks, 6.5. Okay. We can talk about this in an hour. Bucks, Rams, plus 6.5, minus 6.5. Where are you going?
LA.
No, take the Bucks.
I think I'm going to take the Bucks here. I think... At some point, it's got to stop. You're going Rams, minus 6.5. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I'll throw the fun shit down below, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow with our Monday night video. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Shout out the Panthers. Peace out.